So we'll just start straight from the top. It'll be awkward making you redo it, but
Just from the top?
if you're good with that.
Yes.
So what's going on today?
So everything's good. On Friday, I was actually training shoulders. Everything went good. Was warming up. Felt great. Did my top set on plate loaded shoulder press. During the movement, everything felt fine. I was good. But then when I stood up, I noticed I had like a strain in my upper back area, more around like the trap rhomboid area. No idea what I did. Like I said, the set felt fine and everything, but I noticed afterwards, like I had trouble like breathing. Like when I would breathe in, it would pull from there.
Oh, interesting.
Ended up taking the whole weekend off training. I didn't train yesterday, but I did notice like when I would go to bend over like that, I would feel like it run into my lat, but it would just feel like a pull.
Like almost around?
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, it would kind of like wrap around into the lat. So yeah, I'm not too sure what I did. It kind of just feels like a muscle strain.
Yeah.
But I rested all yesterday, drank a lot of fluid and stuff, and it definitely feels better. But it's still there. I can still feel it.
Yeah. How's breathing at this point?
Better today, but like I said yesterday, I have really bad like seasonal allergies too, which
so
sucks because yesterday I was like sneezing like crazy and like it hurt.
Yeah.
Like I would sneeze and my back would like cramp up and seize. But today it's much better. So.
Okay, glad for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, based on the description, I'm suspecting some rib stuff in there too.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
I'm gonna. Are you okay there? I'll swing around behind you. I'll check it out.
For sure.
Okay. Alrighty. So I'm gonna just feel down through your back.
Yeah.
And just right as I'm getting in through here, it's super tight.
Yeah.
Right area for where you were feeling things?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more towards the right side.
Yep.
But it was in that area.
And you were feeling it wrap. It was coming like right around through
Exactly,
there? Okay. Because even just to give you some pressure through the ribs, especially right about here, it does not like me giving it pressure, and it's very tight.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you, if you don't mind, just take a nice deep breath in for me here. Good, and out. So actually ribs are moving pretty well there. If I come a little bit lower down, same thing, breath in. And out. So less rib movement on that right side, same thing here. And then almost no rib movement on that right side that time. Last one. And we're getting back in through there. Yeah, so very low amounts of movement in through there. That can be super painful.
Yeah.
Any sensation of like a stabbing pain?
No.
No? Okay.
More so just like
pulling. The pull. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably started in through the ribs, and then I'm assuming like intercostals, the muscles in between the ribs probably got a little upset with you.
Yeah.
Very upset with you.
I would notice it a lot too if I would like shrug up.
Yep.
Like this. It would like really aggravate it.
And same area?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now just to see, if I borrow that right arm from you here, Drew, I'm going to bring you back. And if I bring you back, does that cause any pinching, pulling, strain?
Not painful, but it does pinch in that area.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you are pretty tight in through that shoulder.
I am, yeah.
Going to bring you back this way again, fairly tight.
Yeah.
Any of that pinching in through the area?
No.
Not so much, good. And then I'm going to have you palm down towards the floor, and I'm going to try and push your arm forward. Can you hold that back into me? So that's a bit challenging there.
Yeah.
And if I hold you just in through there, can you try that again? We'll kind of support that, there we go, rhomboid. Easier with support. And then if I go palm up with you, can you hold that back for me? Better when we're isolating more mid-trap. I'm going to bring you up overhead, and I'll have you hold that back into me here. I'm going to try and bring you forward. Now lower trap is struggling a bit.
Yeah.
If we support lower trap at the tendons approximately, that definitely seems better. Just for fun, one more time without, and hold that back, and that, yeah, it gets way worse. And then we'll do more of a delts, press up into me. Delts struggling a bit too, actually.
Yeah, I've been having issues with this shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if I hold you in through about C5, try that. Better through the delts, so that'll be more of like a neck adjustment type fix. And then I'm going to try and lift you up here. Can you hold that down? Lat's struggling a bit too. Try and hold that down again. So the tendon does it good, and then same thing, hold that down. And the tendon does it some good. Okay, I'm going to let you relax that. I'm going to actually grab the percussor, and we'll do some work just with the percussor on a lot of the tendons in and around the area of the shoulder.
Okay.
Now start with the lat here. Pressure's okay like that?
Yeah.
Perfect. But yeah, there was a lot going on in that shoulder, man.
Yeah, I've been having issues with it. It's not so much when I do like pressing movements, but when I do laterals specifically,
Okay.
it gets like super aggravated. It feels very weak too.
Yeah. Actually, before we go much further, just for some outcomes that we can work with, I may grab the dumbbells and just get you to try a couple lateral raises if you're good with that.
For sure.
What's a reasonable, like probably not going to bother you type weight?
See, that's the thing is like I can go heavy with it,
Okay.
but like in order for me to like get super good form
Yeah.
and like keep everything like intact and down, like 15s. As soon as I go, as soon as I go heavier than, I've been struggling with it for a while. As soon as I go heavier than that, I notice my like traps and my lats start to play in,
Okay.
and it's really weird, yeah. Yeah, so like it's really weird, but like I can do this side no problem.
Yeah.
Whenever I do this one, there's like a pain that runs into my medial and front delt.
Okay.
Like almost like a really like achy type pain.
Whole area or more like a line somewhere in the middle of the two?
Yeah, kind of like a line.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Right along there?
tender, yeah.
Okay. Absolutely. Are you feeling it just with the 25s there?
Yeah.
Perfect. I well, not perfect, but it gives us an outcome we can work with.
Yeah, like even just that one rep, like, just puts a crazy amount of strain.
Okay.
It's not so bad, like, you know, once I'm actually into the workout and there's blood in there and they're warmed up and stuff. But it's just like, yeah, I haven't been able to do a proper lateral raise. Like, I almost don't even get a shoulder pump at all.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Anymore, yeah. That's how bad it is.
Well, and that delt was not doing much for you. Like there just wasn't high amounts of activation. So that is something I should be able to leave you with, based on what we're seeing. But not a lot of fun to be going through.
No. It's almost like when I'm doing it, especially when I'm going heavier, I have trouble like keeping everything down and back. It's like my lat and my trap wanna like.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Just like the shoulders, it's like so weak, it's everything else is trying to compensate.
Well, it easily could have been just training through for the show and everything, but there's just been a lot of strain on all the tendons in there. So at this point, just nothing really wants to kick in the way it ideally should for you. I'm gonna have you try and hold that back for me with the palm down, and that seems a fair bit happier in there. And then if I turn your thumb down, I'm gonna try and lift you here. Try and hold that back for me. Lat's kicking in a fair bit better. And then if I go palm in, hold that back for me. Okay, good.
See, I can do that one, but it puts a lot of.
Still some strain in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you feel any of that same strain if I have you just hold that straight up into me?
Yeah.
Okay. Right here? Okay. Perfect. So, I'm going to flip the camera around. We'll play with the lab mic a bit as we can just to capture some of the noise. One more time through here, I'm just going to double check. So, if you press up into me there, that brings some of the strain out. If I hold you in through the neck there, does that change the strain?
It actually does, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It's a lot less strain for sure.
Good. I'm also going to bring you here. I'm going to have you try and punch up into my hand, so we're isolating more of that anterior delt. Now that seems fine from my perspective.
Yeah.
Any of the strain in there?
No.
Good. And then hold that back, more posterior delt. And again, that seems okay?
I can hold it, but there's a little bit
You're
of
feeling a
strain
bit?
there. Yeah.
Okay. Just to see, if I hold you there, can you hold that back? Does that change that at all? Seems actually a little weaker that time.
Yeah.
Funny enough.
Felt in the anterior delt there.
Absolutely. So here, I'm going to adjust in through your neck if you're good with that.
Yep.
Clip you in here. So come around, and it'll just be a pull through that bottom hand. Perfect. And then with that, if you hold that up for me, how's that feeling?
Bit better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still a little bit of strain in there?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Okay. And then any change in terms of holding that back into me?
Not much.
Not much, okay. So next bit, I'm gonna have you punch up as hard as you possibly can into my hand. And that is pretty
Really
challenging.
weak, yeah.
So that's actually going to go with a trigger point in through the delt. I'm going to have you just drop your arm. This is going to suck for a quick second. That's our guy.
Yeah.
And then if I move your arm, does that get any better or worse in terms of pain levels?
Pretty the same.
Same?
Yeah.
Any different higher up? Not really.
It's the worst there.
Worse there? Okay, so we're going to go the opposite direction to that. That seems to be about as soft as it's gotten. Any pain there?
A little bit.
Okay. Less than other places though?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so if that's the least we're going to find, then we'll just hang out here till it starts to let go. So strain, counter strain type trigger point, basically just from a lot of max contractions, heavy lifts.
Yeah.
Sometimes explosive stuff too, but for you, I'm sure a lot of heavy lifting
Yeah.
kind of goes with the territory.
Yeah.
Unless Rob's got you out there running wind sprints.
No. No. It's feeling a bit better.
Good. Okay, I'm gonna give you that back. I'll have you just shake the arm out for me. And then I'm gonna get you to punch up into my hand as hard as you can again. Much better on that max contraction.
Yeah.
And then I'll have you press up into me again here. How's that feeling that time?
A bit better.
Good. And then hold that back for me. How's that feeling? Some?
Yeah.
Okay. We do still have a bit of a reset to do through the actual glenohumeral joint, the shoulder joint, basically to get that moving. So this one, I'm gonna just grab your shoulder. I'm gonna pull it back up into you. You're good there?
Yep.
Good. And if I bring you back there, that moves a lot better. Perfect. Press up into me again. How are we doing with that?
A bit better.
Good. Yeah, I expect it's going to be like a chip away at it type thing, but
Yeah.
press back into me.
Still a lot of pressure in the
More through the front? Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring your arm out in front here. I'm going to have you hold that in. I'm going to try and pull out towards me.
Really weak.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So pec's not doing as good as it could. Try that again. Good. And then once more. Good. Let you relax there. We'll work through some of the pec tendons as well. Again, maybe not super surprising considering
Yeah.
everything you've been doing to yourself, but
Yeah. Yeah, I've been dealing with like the pec delt for a while.
absolutely. I know you're doing some needling at one point.
Yeah.
Anything else you've been doing with it?
Other than massage therapy, not much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bring that out again. Hold that in for me. Good. And then hold that down. I'm going to try and lift you. Good. Last one, hold that up. I'm going to try and bring you down. All right. And try that again. Good. Once more. Good. So supraspinatus and tendon strain more than anything. It's going to get a little
right there.
touchy.
That's where I feel it the most.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been debating going to get an X-ray done. Just to
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
to
honestly,
see.
it never really hurts.
yeah. It might be like a micro tear or something.
Now that's something, in Ontario, I can order the x-ray itself. Tears will need more like an ultrasound to see, and I actually can't do much about that.
Yeah.
Do you have a family doc?
I do, yeah.
Okay, good. Makes life much easier when you do.
I've always been like scared to check. Just because
I
you always
get
assume
that.
the worst, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't want to take time off training, I don't want to get surgery, but then it's like,
Yeah, one of those things where
You
if you
suffer
don't
through
ever
training,
deal
yeah.
with it exactly,
Yeah.
it might never get better.
yeah.
Hold that up for me again. Okay, fair bit better there.
Mhm.
Sorry, one more time just to make sure. Yeah, much happier with that. How's that feeling for you?
Feels better for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
less strain.
Good. I'm gonna bring your arm back. I'm gonna get you to rotate up into my hand. Good. And then down into my hand. Good. And then I'll have you drop your elbow right down. I'm gonna have you rotate in, and then out into me. Good. I'll have you do a biceps curl up into me, and then press down. Good. Next piece here, I'm gonna have you bend the elbow up. I'm gonna bring you in a little bit, and I'm gonna try and push your elbow down. Can you hold that up into me? So that feels like it could be a lot better. If I support that biceps tendon, can you try that again? Much, much happier. So let's relax there. This tends to be a little tender, so apologies in advance. I'm sure it's not the worst I've done to you today, though.
Yeah.
So. Now, with that, honestly, a lot of that strain tends to come from just how tight everybody's biceps are, so just work in through the biceps.
Yeah.
There's a lot of arm to work through here.
Oh yeah, it's tender.
Sorry, let me know if it's too much.
No, no.
Perfect. So bring it back out in front. Hold that up for me. Much, much happier that time. Hold that in this time. Good. And then hold that down. And all pretty good there.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I like where we're headed. Just to see. Can you press that up into me? How's that doing at this point?
A little better.
Good.
Yeah.
I know we're chipping away piece by piece. What percent different is it at this point? If you can put a number to that.
All around, probably like 50.
Oh, 50's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Hold that back for me.
Like certain movements feel way better than others.
Yeah,
but-
fair enough. Just so I can kind of keep track, because if it's a little bit better every time, then
Yeah, no,
it
it
helps me
definitely
know where we're
feels
at.
better for sure.
Now you are feeling pretty tight in through the rotator cuff back in through here.
Yeah.
And I know we've got some of that rib tightness too that we've still got to work out. So what I'm going to get you to do, I'm just going to get the table cleared up for you, is come on, face down for me.
Okay.
So just get that out of the way. Alrighty, so it was right in here where we were having some of those rib movement issues. I'm going to get you to take a breath in for me. Yeah. And then out. And then I'm going to adjust right in through here. Nice deep breath in. Out. That's easy enough. I've got another one just above that for you. Breath in. And out. Good. And then a couple right through the top of the spine here. These ones, I'm going to borrow your head for.
Yep.
So I'm going to bring you over. Good. And we'll let you relax there, and then I'm going to swing around to your other side. Beautiful. Get that out of the way for now. And then this time, if you take a nice deep breath in, good, and out, good. A lot better movement there. Just going to give you some pressure through, make sure everything's moving as well as it can. There we go. Good. And I'm just going to make sure too, if I bend both your knees up, you are bending actually a bit better through that right side compared to the left. Do you feel a difference there?
I do, yeah, especially on leg movements. Like
Absolutely.
any type of like squat or anything like that. I always feel like my hips are off.
Okay.
A little bit of knee pain too, a bit, especially on my right side.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
So here, let's get you to go right leg up a side little bit in there for me. Good, and then left. Okay. Even height. Curl up into me, like a hamstring curl. Perfect. Same thing on the other side. And curl. Obviously, a little more challenging.
Yeah.
Bit of a click. Pain with that?
No pain, no.
Okay. And then if I hold you there, can you curl that up into me again? So much better there. And then I'm gonna do a couple adjustments in through your hips too.
Yep.
So I will get you turned facing me over this way to start. Again, just clip you up. Sorry about the pain in the ass that this is.
That's all good.
Gonna bring just the top knee up. Gonna roll that bottom shoulder a little bit in front of you. Okay, good. And then I'm gonna climb on here. Breathe in. Yep. Perfect. Then we'll go to the other side. And then from here I'm gonna bring you up. Good. Good. And breath in. Yep. Nice. And then I will get you back face down when you're ready here. Oh, sorry. There we go. When you're ready. This time I'm gonna bend both knees up. Much more even. And then right leg up size it'll go in the air. Good. Oh, good. Left leg up size it'll go. Good. And then curl that up into me on the right. Perfect. Much happier. On the left. Good. Not too bad through there. Good. And then I'll get your face up when you're ready. Movement-wise, everything seems pretty good. Now, I don't know if you can feel the difference there, but if I move you there, it's a reasonably smooth movement. That kind of jams.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
And that can actually have a bit of an impact on shoulder mobility and movement, so I'm just going to clean that up. This one I'm going to turn you. Perfect. Alrighty. And then come on back up sitting with me. Seems good. And if I bring you here, hold that up for me here, Drew. How we doing with that one?
Much better.
Good. I like much better. And hold that back for me. And how we doing there?
Better for sure.
Good. Alrighty, so I am going to get you to retry the dumbbells for me just to see how they're feeling.
Oh wow. Much better for sure.
Good.
No pain.
No pain's really good. I like that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Feels way better.
All right.
Sure.
Perfect. Well, let's put those down. I'll put them away in a sec. But yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, feels way better.
Awesome.